actual story that happened in Borneo. The World Health Organization found out that the people in Borneo were being killed because of a disease called malaria. And the disease is carried by mosquitoes. So the easy answer in the 1950s was to just fly over the island of Borneo, that's where orangutans come from, beautiful place, and spray the entire island with DDT. DDT, if you read this part right here, kills mosquitoes completely. So mosquitoes were gone, malaria was stopped. But the problem was, it also causes damage in other creatures. It says here it causes nerve damage, slow reflexes, and eventual death in an animal. So anybody that eats anything at all that's part of the food chain that's contaminated with DDT is going to get DDT in their system, and they will have these symptoms. So what happened was, the roaches were affected by DDT. Insects are affected, so the roaches were affected by it, and they did not get killed. They just got slow, and eventually they might die, but they got slow, and they had the DDT in their body. And then who ate the roaches? The geckos. And then who ate the geckos? The cats. And the problem there was the cats got affected, and the cats could not do their job. What was the job of the cats? The job of the cats was to keep the rat population down. When the cats got slow and had nerve damage, they could no longer hunt the rats, so the rat population exploded. And when the rats population exploded, the fleas that the rats carried also increased in number, and the fleas carry another disease called the plague. And so because the cats were sick, they could not hunt the rats, the number of fleas, the flea population increased, and the plague was spread by the fleas to the people. So your job is to repeat what I just said, beginning right here, beginning with the geckos. You're going to say what happened. So the geckos ate the roaches being insects, had the DDT in their system, the geckos were affected, they were slowed down, the cats could hunt the geckos easily, the cats got affected, the cats could not catch the rats, and the rats increased, so did the fleas, and they passed the plague. So you're going to repeat the story right here in part 1. Now part 2, you need to explain, figure out with your table, what could be done now that we have this problem and people are dying from the plague. Your mission, your job, the next 10 minutes or so, is to sit there and brainstorm and come up with a solution for the people of Borneo. They now have no more malaria. It's been fixed. The DDT is taking care of that, but their roofs are being eaten by these caterpillars, and they are getting the plague. So most importantly, the plague, how do we stop the plague? And that's your mission. What could be done now to fix something that was created by intervening with this food web? So we had this food web, 2 food chains,